This message is for the Luau. I hope that I'm saying that right. This message is for the Luau.
What is going on, guys? Welcome in back-to-back Sundays. I know. Can you believe it? I never thought I would do it. No, but seriously. Back at it again. Special live. I kind of figured I didn't want to do the Super Bowl, so I would do this one. And we should be joined by a guest relatively soon. You know, figure we could talk a little Royal Rumble. We could talk a little maybe Super Bowl predictions. We could talk a little Funko NFTs. Big Funko NFT dropping on Tuesday. The first time they're ever using fan rewards points to buy your packs. That's kind of interesting. A smaller run of Valentine's Day ones. We could talk that. And then, you know, the thing that's hitting the Funko community hard this week. A lot of people talking about it in collectible groups and things like that of quote unquote the next Funko scammer, right? We've had a lot, you know, people say popcorn with flicks and they scammed in their own kind of way. You have Big Tex Pops, right? Who people remember Big Tex Pops. We remember people like, now his name's going to forget me. You have Big Apple Collectibles, right? Gem Pops. Who remembers Gem Pops? Did mystery boxes all of a sudden, he was gone. In fact, Funko Fat Guy, who will join me shortly, he did a show with Gem Pops, and no one would have ever thought. You know, he did some great mystery boxes, and all of a sudden vanished. And the interesting thing is, this person that we'll talk about this evening, scammer, conceivably, you know, it is what it is. Was a very big proponent against scamming and actually partnered with $7 a pop to anyone that got scammed on that Gem Pops deal. $7 a pop gave him a mystery grail box. And this person, because people don't want to name the name, I'll name the name. Jazzy H1K Collectibles. There you go. I don't know why people are scared to name the name. Just saying. That's the name. That's the facts. Everyone knows it. Say it. Is what it is. But anyway. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of rumors, a lot of talk, and we'll wait to Jake gets here and we'll talk more about that. But you know, yeah, a lot of talk. I've heard, I didn't know anything about it, right? But it is what it is. I know Gasolcast has made 2 videos this week on it, so it's a lot going around, But without further ado, I bring to you our special guest. Now, for those of you who don't know, he does food reviews. In fact, today, if you caught his Instagram, he said maybe he has sampled the best Oreo cookie that he ever has had, the Post Malone Oreo cookie. He collects video games and autographs and Funko Pops and really anything that really tickles his fancy. I present to you the Funko Fat Guy.
So, is there anything we want to talk about, or let me know. Do I have an echo on my end at all?
I don't hear an echo.
Talking?
No.
Okay, good.
No, you sound good.
Full disclosure, it's a new computer, so I don't have headphones at all. So we're just kind of going in blind.
No, you sound good.
Okay, good. As long as they can't hear you on the other end, then we should be okay.
Yeah, we're good.
I can hear you, so that's good. So I can hear you. They can't double hear you, so I think we'll be all right. What's going on? What's going on, man?
Well, you know, I mean, Royal Rumble. I got to say, I love the podcast. I listened to it the other day. I liked it. I did not know that you guys were coworkers. I knew you guys were friends. Didn't know you were coworkers. So I thought that was pretty cool. I liked the whole bathroom story.
Yeah. So not only are we coworkers, I actually grew up around him and his family. So I've known Zanka for as long as I can remember. I was best friends with his sister when we were young. So I've known him for as long as I can remember. And the funny part is, I didn't know he ran the Still Real to Us Facebook page. I didn't know that for the longest time. I didn't know there was there was another podcast before ours that he did with his buddy Josh, who also runs the page. I didn't know about that. So then I started listening to that or whatever. And then I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. Oh, they have this this popular Instagram page. Cool, great. It's got like 1 million followers. I'm like, that's crazy. That's nuts. So then when they stopped doing the podcast, I was like, Zanka actually approached me because they hadn't done it in a while, and he was like, hey, you want to do something? I'm like, yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't really watch a ton of wrestling, but I used to. So yeah. I hopped in, and now we've been going. We actually just celebrated our 7-year anniversary on January 11th. So we've been going at it.
I like it. I like it. You guys can banter pretty good too before you even have to talk about the wrestling.
We try to not. We try to not talk about the wrestling.
Make it better that way. I like it. I like it. I thought it was good. It's always a good listen.
It used to, if you go back to older episodes, because like I said, we've been doing this for 7 years, so like there's a lot of past things to listen to, but I think we've gotten better because we've talked about wrestling less.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Just people love us. Like people like our personalities. They want to hear more about our lives. So when we get to the wrestling, and we don't like it as much either. I mean, it's not the wrestling that's the problem. It's just we prefer talking about random shit that we got going on in our lives more so than anything else. So, yeah, I mean, we still like doing it. We do it a lot less. So I think that has kind of helped us with longevity.
Yeah.
We only kind of do the big shows now or whenever we feel like it.
I think if I remember 4 or 5 episodes a year, something along those lines.
Roughly, yeah. We used to do it every week. We used to be a weekly show, and that was during like the terrible 2018 plus that kind of time. And once COVID hit, we were like, we can't do this anymore. Like, we can't do this. And we started recording in the morning as opposed to at night, which we used to do. And I think that's made the show better, personally, because we're both way overtired. so we get a little wacky, and we're not beat down by the work day. So I think it's better to get it out of the way in the morning. That's actually a fairly recent change.
That's good. I mean, you guys thought Jade was coming back. I don't know your thoughts. I thought the Royal Rumble was it was fair.
Sometimes the right pick, or sometimes the obvious pick is the right pick, is what they proved to me. But then they disproved that in the men's Rumble. So what do I know? Spoiler alert, Wednesday, I'm going in the chop shop, which means I'm going to get chopped because I suck at predicting things a lot lately. I have been in the chop shop, I believe, the last 3 times. And the last time I went, the last time I didn't go in, I got to do the trivia, right? I got to pick the trivia. We played Pro Wrestler or Porn Star, which is one of our favorite games on the show. It's when I say a name or one of us says a name and you have to guess whether it's a pro wrestler or a porn star. So here's my little round for you. Jack Knife, pro wrestler or porn star?
Pro wrestler.
He is a porn star. Yeah. And what's funny is sometimes when I have to find these names, these people just always are popping up when I'm trying to watch some porn. I'm like, hey, get out of here. I just wanted you for a game. I don't need to see you for this.
But yeah, I don't know. It was good. I think somehow Jey Uso does not main event one. We'll see.
I think he will. But everyone is saying it's going to be Gunther. It's going to be Jey versus Gunther. I don't think so. I think Cody's going heel, and I think it's going to be Jey and Cody at Mania. That's way more interesting than Jey and Gunther again. We've seen that. We don't need to see it again. Let's get a Cody heel turn, go full Homelander, and let's see Jey and Cody, because that is the story I want.
Cody Punk.
Huh?
Unless they're stuck on Cody Punk. We'll see.
I don't know. It seemed to me like there's going to be like a Roman Punk Rollins thing going on. So maybe they'll just keep them out of the championship title picture completely, which is totally fine with me. Have Cena win the Chamber, have him go face Gunther, and have Jey take on a heel Cody Rhodes. That's what I want to see.
You could give Punk his main event, because you could have those 3 could main event a Mania, one of the nights.
That is true. That is true.
That has to be the title.
Yeah. I think that would be a hell of a match. but we'll see. I really don't know. It's so early to tell.
It is.
And we just need to see what happens with Cody, because that'll be telling. He showed some real heel tendencies in that match. So, and that was the best match of the night too. That was a fantastic match.
It was. That was
he
a
murdered
great spot
Kevin Owens.
that was a great spot at the end for and he looked like he had a pretty good gash above the eye.
Yeah.
Looked like he had another pretty good gash on the other side. So I mean, he took some beatings, but he took one heck of a power bomb through that ladder. That was good.
Yeah. So full disclosure, I did say, hey, maybe there's some drama going on. Maybe I should pop on the show, right? I do have an ulterior motive to being here, and I'll tell you what it is right now. My ulterior motive to being here is to brag about beating each and every one of you in the Funko Fantasy Football League. I beat you. I beat Big Dog Dave. I beat Pop King Paul. I beat you all. I beat the Taco Man. I beat you all. And I am the champion. It's what it says on the hat. I'm the champ. I had to come on, and I had to gloat. I had to gloat live because I'm a piece of shit.
That's true. You did win it, and this is what, your second in 3 years, I think.
I didn't win the first year. I came in second.
No, that's right, second that year. Yeah.
But that was my first year there, and so I haven't paid 2 of the years. I haven't had to pay 2 of the years. So as long as I don't have to keep paying you, I'm happy.
And I was like, you guys ran it back because it was the same
same as the first year. Yeah.
No.
Yep, it was the same as 2022. It was me and Devin, and this time roles reversed. And I did not think that was going to be the case. I had no faith in my team, but they came through and they won me a championship, and I am happy, and I plan on running it back again. I plan on winning this year as well. And you guys don't know what's coming. You guys don't know the storm.
I've never been able to hit good in this league.
Me and Bucky Irving are gonna take you all to town, and we're gonna run house on you. It's starting to get a little sexy.
Wait, you can maybe wait this year. You can get Deshaun Watson and whatever his name is, the kicker from.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, I do not want the Tuggy Boys. No, thank you. I do not want them. I wouldn't draft Deshaun Watson anyway. I wouldn't draft
after the Deshaun Watson thing 3 years ago. He would not even do anything. Think about it. Just end it. Don't do this.
Oh my God, he should have ended it, because man, is he embarrassing himself. And now he might not even play in 2025, which is great for the Browns. That's awesome. I love that for the Browns, because it means we may actually win games. So yeah, all right. Granted, we'll probably keep just Jameis and win like 5, but it'll be fun.
You never know.
Sometimes that's all that matters.
Well, you guys want to talk scammers, and me and Jay, I think we both have bought boxes from said person.
Yeah.
Not many. I mean, truth be told, guys, I'm not going to be like another channel and not name a name. Jazzy H1K. There you go. There's the name. We all know
that was it.
I had no problem saying the name. Facts are facts. I will say, in my history, I think it was 2 or 3 boxes, and they were awful. Yeah. And they were to the point where I would never buy boxes from her. That was me. I mean, Clint comes out and tells you he didn't buy boxes since end of 2023 because they sucked. Nice girl. Like, I did her whatever Instagram interview thing many years ago. Knew she horror, and then truth be told, guys, she did date Pop King Paul. That was over in July. He owed her money. Hasn't talked to her since. Never once did they combine businesses. So people saying he had his, he would never let anyone into that business and that reputation.
And his boxes are still great.
Yes,
they have remained great. I think the most recent one I got from PKP was an autograph mystery box, because of course I did. And I got like a Daredevil autograph. I got Charlie Cox, which is crazy. Like, that's a huge hit. So still good there. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to put this out there first. Obviously, I hope everything's okay. I mean, this is still a human being. Obviously, if there's some shit going on, some health, like whatever, it's bad still, but like, I hope everything's okay. First things first. But we're here to talk about our own experiences, and we're here to shine some light on stuff that we can shine light on because we've been through it. Obviously, what happened with me was not nearly as bad as what has happened with a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are owed money. All I can attest to is the surprise that I told you about earlier. I actually have my most recent box available. Like I still have everything from it, so I'm able to show my experience, my last experience, and you guys can judge for yourself. But yeah, I hope everything's okay health wise. I hope mentally everything's cool. I am a big advocate for mental health, and I know that being on the internet alone can destroy you. Not everyone has a thick skin like some people do, and I know that it can get rough. Not that that is an excuse, but I'm just throwing any possible outcome out there. You never know. But here's my experience.
The stories out there, guys, that, you know, I didn't experience, like, they just weren't nice boxes, so I wouldn't buy.
Right.
Now, and then I saw she did big boxes, and it's like, in my mentality, if you can't do a $50, $60, $100 box right, there ain't no way in God's green earth I'm going to trust you at a $300, $400, $500 box.
No.
It's just facts.
No. So
my experience is she took a little while to ship.
That's what I'm going to get at here. Yeah, but go ahead.
Condition wise, I didn't like the condition. She wasn't great with prices with different stickers. She had a website, you know, she had the e-commerce, and she had a partner. So people may know or not know. I don't know if it was her kid's dad, or I don't know the story. He has an Instagram. I think it's elf_H1K, something like that. And that was her Funko partner. Details, I have no idea, but she always has done mystery boxes. She had the website, loved horror, would buy collections, and the story goes she had multitudes of boxes that, you know, from, you know, the summer have not shipped. She bought collections and didn't fully pay for them, and then has ghosted those people. I mean, truth be told, guys, some people, the stories are saying they sent her collections and didn't get anything in return. Like, here's $3,000, here's $4,000, and I want to get something back. You know.
And another thing I heard from Gasselcast, which shined a light on a lot of things, go watch those 2 videos about that on their channel if you want to see more and get more details here. But they mentioned that she was using pictures of other people's pops that she didn't even pay for yet. That is kind of where I got like a little iffy, because I mean, obviously I had bought the box already. This was months ago, but I that's just such a shady business practice. Like, you can't be doing that.
Or so the same grail was used in hits in multiple boxes.
Yeah. I bought into the most recent one I bought into was the Headless Ned box. It was like a $50 box. I'm a sucker for Headless Ned. I already have one, but you know, I'd like a second. Why not? I'm a greedy bastard. What can I say? Sure, give me another Headless Ned. So I bought into it, $50, whatever. I will show off the contents now. First of all, I bought that in October. I believe it was called the Spooktober box. So it was around Halloween. It was sometime in October. I got that box, I believe, at the beginning of this year. So that alone, that's 3 months right there, really. So not good. And the box was just as bad. So let's get into that. So
what I can tell you guys is she moved out of Pop King Paul's July 3rd. That's truth be told, that is right from the man's mouth himself, and he has not had conversation or contact with her since.
So first pop, and I didn't even open this for content, and I'm glad I didn't, because I would have been mean, and I don't want to be mean. I will be if I have to be, but I don't want to be. But first pop is Daffy Duck from the new Space Jam. Super cool pop, isn't it? We got some damage up there. It's like torn, and then we got some dent. Where are we? New computer. I don't know where things are. We got some denting up there. It's trash. We all know it's trash. So next,
even if it was mint, guys, it's still trash.
Yeah, it's like it. I think PPG was like 10. Good luck with that. I would say maybe 5 if I'm lucky, and someone randomly is on drugs or something, is like, oh, I love Daffy Duck. Haha, hi, bye. All right. Then we got Pogo, another $10, $11 pop from the Umbrella Academy. The only good thing I will say about this one is it is from 2019, so it's not like, it's a little bit older. It's like pre-COVID. I mean, a little. It's like kind of almost COVID. So like it's a little older. Good. Still cheap as shit. Still garbage. Next, this was a big hit of the box. Tell me this was my big hit like 3 years ago, and I would have been like, hell yeah. But now I don't want it. Look at this. Look at this piece of shit. I don't want this. I don't want this at all. And it was broken too. I don't know. I don't know where. I couldn't really tell, but there was a piece of lime green plastic floating around in this box. I don't know where it came from. I can't tell. Maybe it was in his head. I don't know. But no one wants this. No one wants this anymore. 3 years ago, yeah, I would have been like, this is a great box. Now, $50 box, maybe 40. Maybe 40 if I'm on a good day. Maybe 40. So that was my experience. 3 months late, that's what I had. That's what I waited for. I'm not going to throw this one. This one's still worth something. Yeah, this one I'll keep safe. I have some
more. Guys, you guys have experience. I'm seeing some people in the chat say experiences. I mean, it's just my experience with her, and I think others. I mean, Clint bought a lot of boxes. He really, I don't know if it was that. I think a lot of people bought boxes thinking, that knew that she was dating Pop King Paul. I mean, maybe they work together. They're in the same house. Maybe they share collections. Truth be told, guys, it was like literally split. Never talked. They never talked about their separate businesses. They were separate, always was. She never really, it seemed like, inspected the pops for condition. I know Clint was done when he got an autographed Funko Pop that had a Windows swap, and it was a bad Windows swap. And you do a Windows swap on an autographed Funko, that is just, it's Fugazi, it's bad.
It don't bother me, and I'm the autograph guy, but I get it. It needs to be talked about. Like, it needs to be like,
you can. His was bad.
You need to be aware of it at least.
You use the wrong glue or something, it can go horribly awry.
Oh yeah. There's very few people that I can trust getting away with a window swap. Like Primetime Signatures, they do it all the time, and they're fine. Like, I have plenty of them just because they get window signed all the time. They do swaps. They look fine. If they're bad, I don't buy them. Like, but when they look fine, they look fine. I'm an autograph guy. I don't give a shit. If it looks all right and there's not like window fogging or anything, like if it looks fine, who cares? You're buying the autograph. Who cares what it's on? That's how I feel. That's how I've always felt about window swaps. I probably have a ton. I don't even look anymore. Like, I just buy like a madman.
You can never know, but sometimes you can. It is what it is. But I think Clint got a bad one. He wasn't happy, and he said he hasn't talked to her since 2023 because of, he was just done with it.
Yeah, so, no, I'm lucky enough to. I've only had a few experiences in general. All of them had problems. I think I bought it three, and all of them had some kind of issue. Not all necessarily her fault. There were PPG fluctuation, just heavy, which happens. That's the mystery box game. It's even worse now that they're updating, and it's good. It's good for us, like as collectors, but they update every hour now, so. That's going to happen. It's inevitable. Mystery box buying is as risky as ever nowadays. So Mama J's here for Fabio. I'm sorry, no Fabio. I don't even have the hair anymore to be Fabio. Like, it's tough. But yeah, mystery boxes. It's risky. It's as risky as it's always been, but it's riskier because of the more frequent updates.
3 months difference. That's bad. It's just
no. It's yeah. I got a Chase box without the Chase in it. It was the common inside. I don't know if that was just an honest mistake or what, but it was the Chase box with, like, I didn't even notice actually in the video at the time. I looked afterwards and I was like, wait a minute. Then it was easy to tell because it was the one of the TMNT black and white ones. Those were the Chases, the black and white. The regular were in color. But I didn't know at the time. I was just kind of blowing through it. Then I looked and I'm like, well, that ain't right. That's in color. It was Casey Jones, I think. I still have it somewhere. I mean, I was like refunded or whatever. Like, things were fixed. That much I can say. Things were fixed at the time. But since then, obviously, things have gotten worse.
She got worse. I mean, even before then, she really wasn't great. She would have the website. I mean, she would eventually ship. For me, it was more the condition. It was like, you mess up a sticker, that's like a $40 difference, and it's an obvious sticker difference. So, or it's damaged, and why didn't you see the damage? Other than that, always super nice. I mean, I never had any issues. We did box swaps. We did some box battles. It was what it was.
We were always super friendly. Yeah.
Yeah, nice girl. And then they broke up. She moved out. Who knows? I don't know where. You know, it seemed like she moved into a very smaller apartment from some of her videos she would do. And then the talk of someone bought $1,000 box and it never got shipped. And people were sending their pops for a curated box that, I mean, first and foremost, if you're going to jam like, you know, $3,000 at somebody, you know, I think Gasket said something maybe didn't quite understand. When you're a mystery box like what she was, you're not paying PPG. You're not paying even. I mean, you want to be. I mean, these days, I think stores are probably paying you 30-35% of PPG for your collection. Sometimes lower, sometimes maybe a little bit more, depending on what it is. But you know, I know that one person said, you know, she's been MIA since November. I think she got overwhelmed. I think obviously 3 months she doesn't have the pops and she's selling to do whatever. Maybe that's how they're making their money.
The website has gone private as well too. I don't know how long it was up after this whole thing, but I checked something. I don't remember. I think I was looking for the price of the box I just showed off, and the website is private now. So at least nothing else is being sold. So that's good to a point, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, I hope this whole situation gets figured out. That much I can say.
Some people say they have heard or there's been a response or something like that. I don't know if I necessarily believe that. I think she's underground, and I don't know if but my gut from her personality is she will resurface.
Yeah, probably.
You can maybe blame the partner. The partner took over the website. The partner did it. You can do that.
That is possible. Good. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see one of those Gem Pops graphics show up because like they had such a distinct look. So I'm just waiting. I'm like, I want to be the one who's just like, wait a minute. Hey, there he is. He's back. Don't let him do this.
And some people talk about Gem Pops, but I mean, if the truth of all the money is, she probably has outdone Gem Pops by thousands.
Yeah, which is crazy. Which is crazy because Gem Pops stole a lot of money, and that I was on for that show too because of course I love drama, man. Boy, do I love tea. It's so fun. It's not fun, but it's fun.
He never seemed bad. He did some really nice. I mean, he did some like $500 boxes, $200 boxes. They were good boxes.
Yeah, and some of them were stolen. Like that's the problem. Yeah. Same thing. Like some of the pops were stolen. Like, man, these people. Come on, what are we doing?
But number one, guys, if you're listening, don't send somebody a $10,000 collection for, you know, no collateral or even half collateral.
True. I hate to victim blame here, but like, do your due diligence. Don't be dumb. Don't be sending people all your collection for nothing. Get something, and at least you're not out the whole thing if you don't get paid the rest. Like, get real. Use your head. Make this hat like fit you and use your big ass brains.
Got to do something.
I don't know, man. It's wild.
What I'll tell you is, I don't think she really ever made it too public that that's who her boyfriend was, and I don't think he made it public that he was her boyfriend.
No, I think that just kind of got out in the circles. It was never really like he didn't like PKP didn't appear in like her videos or anything. Like there was no even in Whatnot. I don't really think they like connected at all. So that was more just within the circles. Like we all knew, like a lot of people knew, just that knew them. Like we know, but
they had a relationship. She moved down and lived with them, but they kept everything very separate.
Yeah, it just wasn't talked about, and it doesn't need to be. Like it doesn't need to be public information. The only reason it's public now is because PKP had to talk about it because he had to clear his name, basically. So, yeah.
And he kept his Funko stuff separate. He never asked, and I think he was more the one like, no, my business is my business. I don't partner. I don't do any of that. It's mine.
Yeah.
They never bought collections together. Mm-hmm. It was just very separate.
You know, it's sad. It's just sad that you trust people, and they stab you. They stab you in the back.
A big proponent that would just, I mean, she loved to spill the tea on scammers and fight the fight. And she jumped on that Gem Pops thing. Like, and she did some for people that lost money on Gem Pops. I mean, she got $7 to partner and give free mystery boxes away to help people. I mean, she was
that
on
pissed
it.
me off too for reasons.
Yeah.
And the reason, I'll tell you the reason. You know what? Well, let's go there. Here are the reasons. People who had no effect at all from the Gem Pop scam were getting in on that free mystery box, being like, "I got scammed." No, you didn't, lying bitch. You didn't get scammed. Other people did, and they're out a lot of fucking money. Sorry, a lot of money, but they're out a lot of money. And
his
you
last
are
box
just
was $500, and I think he did a good bit. I want to say it was 12 to 15K on that box run.
It was 12, I believe.
12
sounds right. I believe 12 was. Someone said that I would come to my own funeral, basically. Like, I would come to my own bashing if it was an option, and that's 100% true. Like, if I come out as a scammer, I'm coming on here, and I'm defending myself, or I'm shitting on myself. I don't know which one. It depends on the context. I'm not planning on scamming anybody yet. You know, I mean,
you just never know. I mean, the biggest, one of the hugest proponents for scammers and love to throw it out there turned out to be a scammer herself.
You really don't know, because I mean, Gem Pops, he was friends. I hate to keep bringing it up because this was 2 years ago or whatever now, but Gem Pops seemed like genuine friends with a lot of people in the community, myself included. I mean, Sassy, like, she was devastated. Like, these people, you grow to trust them, even though we're just internet strangers at the end of the day. And they just pull some shenanigans like that, and you just don't know what's going to happen. You just don't know who's going to do it. You don't know who's going to be next. But it seems like every year I feel like we're getting something. Whether in this, sometimes it's big, sometimes it's a nobody, but sometimes it's pretty big.
No, you never know. I mean, there's Popcorn Flicks, and it's a shame you guys can't see the Popcorn Flicks unboxings and the story.
Yeah,
they did send mystery boxes out. They didn't put the right stuff in the mystery boxes. That's all. And then they decided to go on Facebook and try to do waffles for them.
And then we got biting massage guys. We got them. They were fun.
Well, you know, I mean, hey, speaking of autographs, so don't forget, I think there are some. He might have 1 or 2 Uncle Bucks left.
Ooh, that's exciting.
John
Does he have any more of the Scarlet Witch? Because those were super good. God.
Oh God,
that one just got crazier as time went on.
Not. I mean, that was crazy to begin with. The story, I think, is still there, but to see that MTV special where he's like, I'm doing biting massages. Like,
that was I could not believe that we were seeing that. I could not believe that surfaced. And amazing. What an incredible part of the lore. We have the scammer, and then we have them getting biting massages on MTV. How good can it get?
I was struggling with the pops. I had to do massages, biting massages.
God. Crazy. And that was the day I learned a biting massage was a thing. Didn't know that was a thing. I've heard of happy endings getting tugged off. That's what Justin Tucker and Deshaun Watson are doing. But I haven't heard of a biting massage. That's crazy talk.
And there is one of, I mean, Mama J has been to the store. She was there. But there was one person that actually stayed with him. Hopefully, you know, nothing bad ever happened to him. I don't know. Yo J Collects he went out there. Nick brought him out.
Hey, you know, what happens behind closed doors is their own business.
I heard he did get to go into the Funko basement, so you just never.
Ooh. Do we know if he's still there? Oh man, yeah, you know, hopefully it doesn't happen anytime soon again. We don't need more scammers in this little community we got here. It's not really even little anymore. This is massive. We got a ton of people now. Yeah, we don't need more people like that.
But guys, don't send your collections. And then for people that you lost out, I mean, let's face reality. You know, she's a single mother, and she probably struggled a lot with getting these. And I don't think you're going to see your collections because chances are they're sold.
You can send your collections to me in good faith. I'm not going to pay you, but you can send them to me if you would like. I'm not claiming I'm going to pay you.
I'll make you a curated mystery box. Give me like 4 or 5, 6 months. I got you.
I can make a curated. Listen,
keep sending the boxes.
Talk all you want. I can do a curated mystery box. Okay, I don't want to call it curated mystery boxes, but like I can make you a solid ass mystery. Like if you gave me a number, I could make you a solid ass mystery box in 2 days, 2 at most, and get it shipped out the same week. Like someone's like, "Hey, $600." I'll be like, "I got you. I got it done." I could do that in my sleep.
Mm-hmm.
It's not hard. It's not hard to do. And I don't make mystery boxes because I don't know how to sell them. I'm an idiot. I'm so dumb. I've tried. I can't. But I'm selling a bunch of grails now. I just listed like crazy grails on Mercari today. So you want some grails? I got some grails. You might recognize one of them. I bought it from you. So.
I know which one that is.
Yeah, that one's up there now. I don't know. This kind of transitions into what we were about to talk about, or what we wanted to talk about, which was like my game stuff now. The pops, man. I still buy some every now and then, but like,
I don't think anyone is necessarily where we were years ago.
Yeah, I mean, look, I was there.
Yeah.
That is years of buildup. And I still like doing it. But as I got more into the autographs and the video games, I mean, I've always collected video games anyway, but like I've just been buying them more and more and more and buying pops less and less. Video games take up a lot less space, even though you can see just mountains of them behind me. There's so many. But they take up a lot less space and they're easier. Like if I'm going to put them on a shelf at some point, like they're going to look great. They're easier to store and they're fun. If I want to play them, I can play them. They're toys I can play with. Well, I mean, I guess I could play with these too, but I mean, I'm not a toddler, so I'm not going to do that. And if I was a toddler, I'd probably stick them in my mouth and no one needs to see that. Maybe on the OnlyFans, maybe. But yeah, no, it's just a whole, I've come to find a new, I don't want to call it a passion because I still like everything I do. Autographs, number one. I mean, that's always going to be the year of autographs I have coming this year is maybe my greatest year yet. So far on the docket, we have Mel Gibson coming. We got Natalie Portman hopefully coming this year. Winona Ryder coming this year.
You got Natalie from SWAT, didn't you?
Yep, I'm getting Natalie from SWAU.
Signing, she did the sign complete. We're good.
Oh, that happened. Oh, hell yeah. All right. So that is coming this year. Guaranteed. Heard it here first. Winona Ryder, that's another one from SWAU. Hopefully that's coming this year. I got Jesse Pinkman and what's his name? Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston coming from SWAU at some point. Tom Holland coming from SWAU at some point. Like, hell yeah, I missed that. That's awesome. Yeah, that's great news. I'm finding out live. That's great news.
They finally did. I don't know if you got Sadie Sink. They finally have her scheduled.
That's the one I didn't. I got Joe Keery, which they ended up doing last year, but I didn't get Sadie Sink. But it's good that they're finally doing that. And I saw. Did you see they finally got Taika? They finally got Taika Waititi after what 3 years, which is kind of crazy.
Idris Elba, they finally have him, and that was a long wait. Pedro Pascal is the one that.
Oh yeah,
that might be 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah, I wasn't even really collecting autographs a ton when that even came out. Like that wasn't even it wasn't even on my radar because I would have gotten it now. But then I was barely even doing anything. So
now I'm sure he's more expensive.
Yeah, a lot.
Did you get Henry Cavill?
Yeah, he's behind me somewhere.
What'd you think of it?
I'm annoyed a little bit. Okay. I've seen worse than mine. And here's the problem. Red paint pen, man, has been the most consistently bad paint pen when it comes to SWAU. I don't know why. I get that it's popular, but like it is your responsibility to keep track of this and make sure that your autographs look good. This happened to me twice last year. Well, I guess once with Henry Cavill this year and then once last year with Mads Mikkelsen. My Mads Mikkelsen is practically see-through. I did end up getting half a refund on it, so like whatever. But this one was okay.
I think I had mine in blue, and it's like, man, his autographs suck. This is just.
I don't even blame him. I blame the pen. The autograph isn't great, but like I don't care about that. I've grown to. I mean, I have another one next to me that I'm going to show off in a little bit that stinks, but like whatever. It's still their autograph. If it's authenticated, I don't really care. But I'd like it to be bold. Like I'd like it to look nice, even if it's going to be a scribble. You know what I mean? That's really my only caveat. Is I'd like it to look nice, even if it's gonna suck. But SWAU, I've had this problem, and I'm not gonna stop using them. They get great people, but like, get it together. That's like figure it out. Stop. If there's a dry pen, switch it out. It's not hard. You have so many pens. You got so many there. I know you do. So I hope my Natalie Portman turns out good because that was double the price.
Yeah.
So-
Oh yeah.
So if that doesn't come back, I got that one in white. So I'm hoping that one looks a
I
little
think
better.
that's
It's only
what
been red.
I got mine in white too.
It's
Yeah.
only been
Fingers
red
crossed.
that I've had the problem with. So hopefully the white is going to look good. Mel Gibson's coming in blue. That should look good. I've seen that white and yellow and blue seem to be the most consistent. Red seems to be, I don't know why, but it seems to mess up the most.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. So yeah, I'm going to show off a couple autographs that I haven't shown off yet. I said I'm getting Tom Holland at some point this year. I don't know when they're doing that. They haven't even announced a date yet. But to go along with that, we've got his buddy. You can't really see. It's kind of his new computer. There we go. Let's darken it up a little bit. We've got Andrew Garfield.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, pretty cool. Got that from I think Primetime Signatures. I think actually all of these came from Primetime. What else did I get? We got Kristen Wiig. That's a pretty rare one. Yeah, from a shitty movie, but that's okay. And then also from a shitty movie, we got Melissa McCarthy.
That's a good one.
Yeah, these two. I mean, you don't see these a lot. You see Andrew Garfield every now and then, but
every now and then
these two you almost never see. So that's kind of what I like. I like picking up autographs that.
So what was it? Their website? Or are they doing like eBay or whatnot?
They do whatnot. You can get some seriously good deals from their whatnot. So I'm in there frequently, just like, how much money am I going to spend today? And it's a lot usually, but also I'm getting good deals on these things. I think Andrew Garfield was only like $140 or something, and he's easily over 200 when he does signings, which is pretty rare nowadays. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you just get like, I think I got both of those. I got Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig for under 100 each, I think.
Oh wow,
I don't remember. So I mean, yeah, Primetime Signatures, they're not sponsoring me, but I'd like them to, because I love the shit.
Yeah, they do good. That's good.
They're good.
I did see someone had a picture of Jack on his balcony. I don't think we're gonna ever get an autograph signing session.
That's sad.
Ain't looking good.
That's sad.
They say he doesn't leave the house. They think it's something.
They can go to him, please. Yeah, I that is like the holy grail. That's the white whale, for sure. So if it happens, great. I will spend so much money to whoever can make it happen. I will give you all my money.
I have heard people are trying. People have tried, and they love a private signing with them. They've offered him a lot of money to do it.
Yep.
But
maybe
whether
you never know.
Isn't there, I don't know. But beautiful autograph.
I saw Anthony Hopkins is doing another signing, so like these people that never sign, they're signing. So I have hope, though it be very little. I have some hope that it could happen someday.
They've gotten Harrison Ford, Macaulay Culkin, Jack it's possible.
It's not impossible. So
no. As long as you catch him on a good day, and I don't know if he's really that out there. Who knows?
Right. Yeah, who knows if he's probably a curmudgeon old man, but who knows?
Yeah, you never know. They said he just walks his property and stays at home.
The Culkin one, I mean, I still haven't seen that come up again.
He did one, but he did do weird. He went to different cities. He wasn't too far from me, where he did a screen of Home Alone, and then there was like meet and greets. Not that he would sign autographs, but you could meet him and take a photo with him, type thing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he definitely seems like he's getting out there more. He's been showing up at WWE events, getting huge pops, bigger than some of the superstars, which is pretty funny. He should have been in the Rumble. That would have been fun. I mean, instead we got iShowSpeed getting annihilated and just completely.
I don't think he turned. I think he should have turned. I think he missed the turn a little.
Yeah, I think he got hit wrong. But hey, that whatever. He didn't belong there anyway. I knew he was going in, but he didn't belong there anyway. Yeah, welcome to WWE, bitch.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Hey, if you're gonna be back there, you got to be ready. You got to be ready to get sent out to the ring. It was pretty funny. Triple H was like, "Get out there, go." I knew that was coming.
That was a good one. It wasn't a bad one. It was a decent pay-per-view. I mean, it's the Rumble. Rumble's sometimes people's favorite event there is.
Fine. It wasn't my favorite. Just in general, it was fine.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite.
No, it is my favorite event, but it wasn't my favorite Rumble. I mean, it was just not memorable.
You kind of knew as soon as Charlotte hit the ring and there was not Becky at 30 and Bella came in at 30. All right.
Oh God, that was awful. The group chat blew up on that one.
Yeah.
Brie Bella at 30, yuck. I was so mad. It could have been anyone. It could have been Mae Young from The Grave, and I would have been happier with than Brie Bella or Nikki Bella. It was not even Brie. Ugh, terrible.
What are you gonna do? And you kind of thought, is it time for Becky, Asuka, Jade to come back? But no.
I don't know. I feel like they couldn't put Jade in just because if she did go in, she'd have to win. So that's probably, or she's just really not ready. She might just be not ready because she was actually hurt. So I don't know.
So let's talk some of these video games. I saw a video, I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago, some of the games you're buying because you just like the art, and it seems like you're getting a lot of the DS games.
I'm getting the Switch ones a lot.
Switch games.
Yeah, I like them. I don't know how much. Like I like the presentation. I like the spine. Like once they're all lined up and on a shelf, they all pretty much look the same on the spine. So they're gonna all line up pretty well and look nice. I don't know why. It just seems to me like, other than retro, Switch seems to me like the most collectible system. I don't know if it's because it's like cartridges still or whatever. Like it's a cool gimmick. But it seems to be ringing true because they're coming out with the Switch 2 this year, and it's going to be fully backwards compatible. So that's going to bring even more collectability. I love physical media. I will never be one of those people who's like, oh, we should switch to digital. I'm never going to be that guy. That'll never be me. So as long as there's physical media, I'm going to keep buying it. And it's pretty funny. I actually just got something that I do want to show off. Actually, it's kind of a stack of things. Oh God, geez. I don't want to, this is a very expensive stack of things. So, I just got, I'm a big Persona fan. It's a video game series called Persona. It's a Japanese RPG. I'm a big fan. I'm a kind of a recent fan. I've only been a fan since like 2017 or so. But I finally got at least one of every copy. There's 5 games. I finally got at least one of every one. So I'm gonna run through them right now because I have finally one of every one. So we got one, and they're all complete too. So we got one. This is for the PSP. I am still looking for the one. This is going to be so boring to people, but like, this is what I do now, so deal with it. I'm looking for the one for PS2 or PS1. Sorry. So there's Persona 1 for PlayStation 1. That's like a $400 $500 game. So I'm still looking for that one. But this is a good replacement until I can get that one.
400 or 500 sealed or just the game?
No, complete.
Wow.
It's probably about 8 to 9 or more sealed. Yeah.
Wow.
But PSP, I mean, it's still Persona 1, so I count it. I'm also still looking for Persona 2 for PSP as well. So I'm trying to get them all, except for like spin-offs, because there's been so many spin-offs of these games or whatever. I don't know why, but it's super popular. I get it. I love them. But this is probably the most expensive. Well, actually, this is definitely the most expensive one. So this is Persona 2. This is CIB for the PlayStation 1. It's one of the thick cases, one of the thick boys. This does have the manual. This does have the bonus disc. It's in a case right now, so I'm not going to take it out. But this one is this is about a $400 game. Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So this one is actually, I just got Persona 1 more recently, but this one I found at a game store locally. So Persona 1 I bought.
Was this like a big popular title, or is it so valuable because it was like very niche?
It's getting bigger. Like ever since Persona 5, which is the most recent one, that was the one that mostly hit the mainstream and got people talking about the series. So it's kind of made all the other ones more popular. But that's just that one. I'd say Persona 2 and 1 are expensive because they are more niche and nobody was playing them back then. So there's not like a ton of copies. Like there's just not a lot of them out there. And when you find them, it's hard to find them complete because people didn't know what they had, obviously. That's the problem with any retro type of game. But next up, we got Persona 3. So this one I've had for ever. It's actually really easy to get sealed copies of Persona 3 FES, which is this one. And I'm actually looking for a couple other. Actually, the standard version of Persona 3 is my next one. I think I only need like 4 more Persona games to have all of them. So, so this one, I'm looking for the standard version, but I do know where one is. So I'm probably going to buy that this week. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, it comes with everything. I mean, it comes with the book, the manual, or the disc. It's great. Oh, The Persona 2 also has a bonus disc as well, which is hard to find. This one's cool. I think you'll appreciate this one. We got Persona 4 for the PlayStation 2, sealed and graded.
Wow.
This is a pretty unique deal. It's a 9.8, so it's close to perfect as you can get without getting perfect. And this Persona 4 was my first one. Persona 5 is what made me fall in love with the series, but Persona 4 was my first one that I actually played just in general. So this has a special meaning to me. That's why I got
buy it. Did you buy it already done, or you had it done?
What?
Did you already buy it graded and sealed, or you?
No, I bought it sealed and got it graded.
Okay.
So that was this one. I got it graded from Popular Opinion. He does grading, or he doesn't do the grading, but he sends it in for grading. And then last but not least, the one that brought me to the series, we got Persona 5. So this one is sealed for PS3. I also have it for PS4, and I also have it for PS5, and I have this one everywhere, and I have like 6 copies. Like, I have so many. You underestimate how ridiculous I am with this shit. I am only missing, I think, three or 4 Persona games total out of the entire franchise. So it's actually a spin-off of another franchise too. So once I finish this, I'm probably going to go for what it spun off from too, even though I don't like them as much.
So do you have all systems up and going? Like, if you want to play a PlayStation 1, you got a PlayStation 1 ready to go, or
no?
Okay.
So I actually am working right now to find a PSP that I want. I don't have one. I had one like a long time ago, so I don't have it anymore. I'm looking to just find one that like stands out to me, because I just don't want to buy like a normal black or white like PSP that's boring. There's one I'm looking at, Mercari. It's like gold or something, or it's like white or yellow. So I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. So maybe I'll buy that. But I'm just looking right now. I have a PS1. I have been wanting to hook it up because I actually have like a Bluetooth dongle, so that I can use a Bluetooth controller to play on it too. I just haven't. I've had this for like 2 years and I haven't hooked it up. But now I have Persona 2, so I have a reason to hook it up. So I might. But I have it. It's around. I don't know if it works. It should. I have most of them. I have most of the means to an end here. Yeah. So that's what I've been just tracking down the Persona games. I used to collect Wario. Well, I still kind of do, I guess. Wario, like the Mario character.
Mm-hmm.
I have. I'm only missing 2 Wario games in the English language, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's a lot more than you'd think. I was surprised. There's probably like 25 or so.
So when you play the Switch, are you doing it on TV, or are you doing it with the handheld?
Both. I was actually just playing a game over the weekend. But I've been playing it on TV. But like, if I gotta go take a shit, maybe I'll bring the Switch in. You know, be like, hey, look, I can game and take a shit. It's gross, but hey, sometimes you get bored. It's no different than bringing your phone in there, right?
Yeah, same thing.
It's the same with the PlayStation Portal. I've been using that a lot too to play Final Fantasy 1. It basically just hooks up to my PlayStation and I can play that mobile, but I have to be near the PlayStation. It's kind of dumb, but it's kind of cool.
Now here's one for you. What's one console Jake won't ever own?
I have no reason, and this isn't like I have no vendetta or anything. I have no reason to own an Xbox, like an original Xbox or anything. Like, I skipped it when I was young. I never had one. And I basically jumped from PlayStation 2 to Xbox 360. I just completely I wasn't in the world of the Xbox. So I just have no reason to own one, other than the fact that they're pretty cool looking. Maybe if I can get one like complete in box or whatever, I might. But I just have no nostalgia for it. I have no reason to own it. It's just not. I'm looking for a GameCube right now, because that one I have a lot of nostalgia for, and they're not like hard to come by. But I'm pretty sure that's one of Nintendo's least like best selling systems. or least selling, whatever. You know what I mean? They didn't sell a lot. So all the games are super like hard to come by and rare and like expensive. But the consoles are, I'm looking for a specific one, and I can't find any for some reason. And it's not even a hard one to find. But I don't know. I can't.
Papa Willie asking favorite console.
That's tough. That's tough. Because like my favorite console to collect right now is Switch, but my favorite console to play on, man, that's tough. There's reasons for me to pick a lot of things. Like the Nintendo 64 was my first primary console that like I got for Christmas or whatever. I grew up in a house with like a Game Boy or whatever and like a Super Nintendo. Like I had them in the house, but they weren't mine. You know what I mean? So the N64 was the first one that was mine. But going back, that console is horrible. I love it. It's awful. That controller is the worst design controller in the history of the world. It's terrible. It's like a goddamn raptor claw. It's awful. It's so bad. I love it for the nostalgia purposes, but oh my god, it's awful. So I'm this is crazy talk, but I think I'm gonna say GameCube just because that controller was perfect. It was so nice. It had so many memorable games. It had Pikmin for the first time. It had Animal Crossing. It had, granted, in Japan, the N64 had Animal Crossing, but we didn't get it on the N64 here. I have it I have the Japanese one somewhere, just because I thought it was cool, I guess. I don't know. Can't play it. But, yeah, the GameCube, I think, has the most nostalgia for me just based on what games I played on them. There was a lot of great Pokemon games. There was a lot of great Super Smash Brothers Melee was on there. That's arguably the best Smash Brothers of all time. So I'm going to say the GameCube is probably my favorite console, which I don't know if I've ever said out loud, and it's crazy to admit.
How about the worst system ever?
That's tough. I think that's subjective because I feel like every console has reasons to be good. The Atari 2600 is not good, but it has like Pitfall and it has Frogger, but like that's only not good because it's like out of the times, you know.
Yep.
Like you can't go back and play an Atari, but at the time, an Atari 2600 was incredible. And to get that thing booted up, I actually not just like 10 years ago, I think I got one booted up at my old house, and it was my mom's old Atari 2600. I was just it was crazy that it was working. Like stuff like that working now is crazy. Without any replacement parts or anything is nuts. So I was happy we could even get it working, but then I played it and I'm like, this is awful. Like this is truly terrible. So I would say the older you get, like the older console, like the further back you go, the worse it gets. But that doesn't mean at the time it wasn't generational. Like that doesn't mean at the time, like Pong at the time was incredible. And if you look back, Tetris, people, Tetris is the best-selling game of all time. It's the best-selling game of all time in just at period. And so like, but it's not. I don't like Tetris. I don't think Tetris is good, but it's the best-selling franchise of all time. So,
and the Dreamcast that didn't last long. The Dreamcast.
So I never owned any Sega consoles. That's one thing that I do want now, just because I never had the chance to play them. So I want to give them a fair shake. I never. I didn't have an Xbox, but the controller for the Xbox is the second worst, other than the Nintendo 64. The Duke was awful. That controller's terrible. But the Sega Dreamcast, I think, is really bad too, because that had that was like kind of square with a
and it had that poggy whatever thing you put in the middle. Yeah,
that one was pretty bad too, looks wise. But I never gave the Dreamcast or the Sega Saturn, like I never had one, so I don't have an opinion other than I kind of want one. Just because I never had one, and it's just kind of one of, I have adult money now, I can buy one. Yeah. I don't know how much they're going for. Probably not a ton, I would guess, because I'm pretty sure Sega Saturn stuff doesn't do well. I don't know about Dreamcast, but I don't know. It's something I'm definitely going to pick up at some point. I know for sure. I just don't know when. I need a house. I need a house. I need a house. I need a house to put all this shit in. And that's not easy.
No. Well, we get you a wife, and then you can just need half.
Trust me. I'm looking for that too. I'll import one from Ukraine or something. Come on in, Elena. Let's go.
That's
Get me that green card, sweetheart.
We see Jake on 90 Day Fiance.
Hey, I have a little bit more of a neck than that one guy, Ed.
Oh yeah,
He got no neck. I mean, I kind of have no neck, but like I got more than that guy.
Poor Ed.
That guy's crazy looking. He looks like a Pokemon. Like that guy's nuts. Ed's crazy. You could see me on there. I'm desperate. You know, I'm desperate. I'll go on 90 Day Fiance. Give me a sweet Latino or something.
Yeah, get you a little Brazilian girl. Why
anything, anything. Little give me an Asian. She doesn't even have to speak English. Japanese woman. I got nothing. I just gotta not say something racist for long. Can't say anything about like sushi rolls or whatever.
Oh,
Can't do it. I'm not gonna get you canceled today.
No, you're good. You're good. All good.
Maybe tomorrow. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
That's a way of just saying. Hey, you know, hey, if they need that green card, hit me up. I know ICE is coming for you, so you let me know. That's bad. That's bad. That's a bad joke.
True though. True. I mean, hey, some of them work out.
Hey, you know, you're right. Maybe that's the next. You know what? I'm gonna have a dating show. All right, I'm gonna do like a bachelor style dating show, and just this is gonna be all foreign women looking for a green card. I don't know what we'll call it, but I'm gonna do it. Let's make it happen.
I like it. I like it.
I'll start a Kickstarter or something to make it happen. Mail order. I can't even.
Are you playing in the Valentine's NFT drop on Tuesday?
No.
The one that's you got to use your rewards to buy.
Yes,
them.
but no. I have money in drop. I have no points. So yes, but no. I will have to be spending a bunch of money on the aftermarket or the drop marketplace. Because I don't. That's a lot of points, man. Like, and I don't have. I think I can afford like a 5-pack. Like that's it.
To get a premium pack, people don't think to get a premium pack, you would have had to spend $600.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I do not. I don't spend that much money on the Funko shop. Period. I did just buy. I haven't done the video yet, but I'm going to soon. So keep an eye out. I did just buy most of the Deadpool and Wolverine set that I didn't have. The ones that they dropped like a couple weeks ago or whatever.
Yep.
So that's coming soon. I just have to open it and film it. So eventually, but until then, go watch my food review about Post Malone Oreos.
Which you said may be the best Oreo cookie ever.
I stick by that. I had more. I had more today. I filmed that today. I had more today.
Hey, you got a lot of food stuff. I mean, you got fruitcake for the first time this year.
God, it's terrible. It was your fault.
Well, you had to do it. We had to, you had to experience it. I mean, I never knew there was nut meat in fruitcake.
I didn't either, and I'm sad that I had to read that like out loud. I'm sad there's footage now of me saying nut meat on the internet, so that's good. Happy about that. They talk about a digital footprint. Mine is filthy. So,
Nut meat.
Yep, nut meat all over. Gross.
What are you gonna do? You can probably get Big Dog Dave on a dating show too.
One more time? What?
You can get Dave on a dating show too. He's looking.
That'd be fun. I mean, we're basically the same person, so he can have the runner-up. They're competing for me, but he can have the runner-up. Hey, I'm sure he'll take my sloppy seconds.
Well, no, Bosco. If you look, you can see John Cena's bald spot. It's not hard.
Plenty of John Cena bald spot.
Yeah, it's out there. It's
so out there. It makes me as sad as when Shawn Michaels takes off his hat and like he cut his hair when they were in Saudi. It was the worst match ever. Oh my God, it's terrible.
I would think being an actor, he'd do something about that, or they'd get him to do something about that. But who knows?
It's kind of funny now. Like it's kind of funny. I mean, it's sad. Like all the people we loved, they're getting old. But I mean, most of them are gone already. Cena's kind of the last bastion of the early 2000s now. So everyone else is gone.
I think when Rock and the TNT kind of took his heel and turned kind of like not, I think that was his way of saying, You're not seeing me in Mania. I don't know if I'll get in the ring ever again.
Yeah, it was annoying. I hated that on Netflix. I hated it. We were supposed to do a show about the Raw after Netflix, and I went to Zank and I'm like, no, that stunk. It pissed me off. I guess it worked. That maybe he's being a heel again because it worked. I don't know. I hated that. Like, I hated that he threw away everything that they had been trying to do for months. It was such a weird move. And then he was drinking with Cody in the parking lot. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? You hated him last
he does
week.
that is because he made it in his mind. He's not wrestling again.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, I'd be fine never seeing The Rock again, but I at least wanted them to pay off what they were already doing. I don't love the nostalgia acts. Like, I never have. CM Punk even is too much right now. I will say, I do not like CM Punk at all. He's been doing really good work since he's been back in WWE. We've been giving him his flowers on the show because we both really don't like Punk and have never liked Punk just because I think he's a shit wrestler. He's great on the mic, but he's a shit wrestler. He's been having good matches and he's been great on the mic. So we've been giving him his flowers because he deserves it. And it's funny that he's there out of spite because AEW sucks.
A lot of people weren't happy. Jey Uso. Well, Jey Uso's got the fans. I mean, it's kind of like Daniel Bryan from years ago.
Yeah, it's way more interesting that he won. People would have been way pissed if Cena won too. I'm not upset that Jey Uso won at all.
No.
Personally. I understand that people are, and I understand why, but like, he is probably the most over superstar they have right now. So capitalize on that, have him face Cody at Mania, heel Cody at Mania, and probably maybe have him win. I think having him win might not be a bad idea either.
No, might not be a bad idea. Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, it's way too early to tell. We are, 3 months away from Mania. There's going to be a lot going down.
Chamber that'll determine who fights the other champion, and then who knows.
Yeah, there's too much to
it's
say.
A big card to fill up two whole nights.
Yeah, someone Bosco says that CM Punk is owed a favor as well, so we don't know what that favor could be yet from Paul Heyman.
It's hard to say. That could be a payoff that maybe Roman gets, maybe wins the Chamber and goes against, maybe hits Gunther. Who knows?
Yeah, I said it was going to be something Brock related until he was named in that lawsuit again.
Oh yeah, Brock's done.
Yeah, he's toast.
He
was already toast, but there was a glimmer of hope. But now, no, not anymore.
Yeah, they didn't name the name for people that know that the whole Vince McMahon, having a secretary do stuff. Apparently, that now she has named Brock Lesnar by name. So
Vince McMahon shit on that lady's head.
Hey, whatever floats your boat.
Shit happens,
Yeah.
Oh, gross. That man's a freak. Vince McMahon, that man's a freak. That man's a wild man. That documentary was nothing I didn't already know, but if you go into that not knowing, you're like, okay, that's wow. That guy, he was something. He had a dildo named after Bobby Lashley.
Oh God.
It's true. It's all in the documents.
It'll be Punk, Cody, Jay, Gunther.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm going to say not, but it could be, I guess.
It could be, or some people speculate maybe Jay loses that opportunity. It's hard to say where they're going to go.
Yeah, I really
plans change. I mean, they fully expected to do Roman Rock last year, and the fans didn't like it enough. They had to change it.
And it was for the best. It was the better idea to change it.
So we'll see how it pans out.
Now they're just not doing it at all. So that's what you get.
And I think no matter what, I think they give CM Punk his main event, just may not be for a championship.
Yeah, and people will still probably complain. They'll find a way to complain.
Yeah, I mean, you do Punk, Roman, Seth in a 3-way. I mean, that is a main event. Definitely over a Gunther.
Or Punk just wins the Chamber and we're both wrong. Like, he could just win the Chamber.
And he gets a title shot and he wins the title. It could happen.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'll have a podcast in 3 months where I talk about it.
Yep.
Actually, I'm
Early
doing another
April,
one Wednesday too.
Vegas.
Oh yeah, they're in Vegas for Mania.
Yep.
That'll be fun. I think the set's going to look nice for that one.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Are they doing it in the Sphere? That would be cool. I don't think they are. That would be very. I don't know how they even could, but that would be sweet.
I think they're doing it in. I think they're doing it in the Raiders Stadium.
That makes sense. Yeah, but imagine a Mania in the Sphere. That thing would be nuts.
That thing was something.
My parents just went, and the pictures are crazy. They went to see the Eagles. I'm like, you guys are so old. Like, I don't think you can pay me to see the Eagles. Maybe in the Sphere. Maybe in the Sphere.
Alexa to the Wyatts thoughts. I don't think they do that.
I think they will eventually. I don't think they do it immediately.
Yeah, I think she just did a nice homage to Bray Wyatt with the jacket and the doll. I mean, she's back, but is she back full time, or does she have a deal like a Roman? Who knows?
I don't know. I was thrilled to see her back. She's one of my favorites on the female side. So I was thrilled to have her come back. It's been 2 years, basically on the dot. Mm-hmm. I believe it was 2 years ago she was in the Rumble, and we haven't seen her since. She was injured. She had a health scare. She had like a cancer scare, and she had a kid. So plenty of good reasons for her not to be there. So it was nice to see her, and I hope she's back in a more full-time role. And I hope Nikki Bella is not.
Yeah, I know Nikki wants to get her sister and maybe do one more run, but I mean, they never really did anything.
No, They never won the tag titles though, so I guess they could come do that.
I guess.
I wanted the Iconics back.
That would have been cool. That would have been a nice pop. Yeah.
Maybe them versus the Bellas at Mania. Let's go. Bring them back. I mean, I think they're still in TNA, so technically that could happen. Yeah,
I'm surprised they didn't do more women TNA. I mean, Jordan Grace is signed with WWE now. So.
She is now, yeah. There were none, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there were no female TNA talent.
The guy who brought back Joe Hendry. That's it.
There? I don't know. Who would they have brought over? Masha Slamovich or whatever? Isn't that the champion? I think right now.
Yeah.
Or no, it's Killer Kelly. I don't remember.
One of them. Yeah, one of them.
Bring either one.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I wanted the Iconics to be in the Rumble, but whatever. They were at the con. They were at the con that all the other people were at.
Oh yeah. And they always talked Cardona. We need to see Cardona. I just don't think you see him because WWE won't allow him to do the podcast and the toys.
Well, and the indie shows.
Oh yeah, everything would have to go, and he doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, the Joe Hendry pop was sick. I love that. Yeah. That was great. I'm just happy for him to get that pop in front of that many people, because I mean that guy's been wrestling in front of crowds of hundreds. So it was nice to see him in front of crowds of 10,000s for once. He's getting a good treatment, I'd say. Obviously, if that happened 3 months ago, that would have been way bigger, but it was still very cool. It was still very cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to see a little Nick Nemeth. We didn't see any Dolph, but
I would have liked to see Ethan Page make a Rumble.
Oh,
from
yeah.
That would have been kind of cool.
No Trick Williams, no Ethan Page. Like the men's Rumble this year was weird. There was definitely obviously people that needed to be in it, but like no pop for Santos Escobar, like nothing. No pop for Andrade, no pop for Mello. Like these people who are super talented, just nobody gives a shit. But if you put Trick Willie in there, if you put Ethan Page in there, like they're
gonna pop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even Carlito, I bet, would have gotten a bigger pop than that.
Yep.
I love Carlito. Mr. Fuji's corpse would have gotten a bigger pop than Santos Escobar did.
Yeah, no one to see that. No one to see Andrade.
Escobar was out for like a while too. Like that was a return for, and I loved seeing Penta and Mysterio. By the way, that got my dick hard. That was awesome. That was sick. I want to see him. I want to see Penta, Mysterio, and Escobar in a triple threat. Just that would feed families. That would feed families tamales or whatever.
Oh yeah,
that'd be sick.
I think they'll do something with him. Well, they'll do something good with Penta.
They probably, and Escobar. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with him, but he's a phenomenal talent. Like he's so good. And then Andrade's getting Zelina back, so that's going to be very helpful. He needs a mouthpiece. He always has. He can't talk. And I'm surprised they don't push him to the moon because he's married to Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, very true.
So I'm
surprised. And she looked good. So just a matter of what I would gather. Tiffany Stratton will be the one she goes. I don't think they want to do a Ripley 3, but be my guess. I don't think that people realize I don't want to see that. I'd rather her and Tiffany would be a.
We've already seen that, so yeah, it's got to be Tiff. I would imagine it's the same thing, and then women's chamber, that'll be whoever takes on Rhea.
Well, maybe that's
Probably
when you
Jordan Grace would be my guess.
Maybe bring back Becky, but I don't really want to see Becky and Rhea again.
I thought Becky would have been in the Rumble too. That was a weird one. I don't know if there is actually a contract problem going on with her or what, but
they said she signed. They just creatively have not decided her right move, but she will be in Mania.
Yeah, she's got to be. She's the man.
Yeah.
I'm sick of Becky too. I'm sick of all of them. Like the only one of the 4 horsewomen I like is Bayley. Like I'm sick of the rest of them. Mercedes Moné sucks. She's awful. She's the queen of cringe right now. She's terrible. She books herself like I book myself in my own fake federation. Like
I don't think we ever
every champion in the world. I've done it in APPW, the fake federation we have for the podcast. I've done it. I have been every champion.
And I don't think we ever see Ronda back. Like
hell no, and I don't want to. She stinks. She was awful on the mic. She was awful in the ring. I never want to see her back. She was awful. Yeah,
Jordan Grace could be good. Her and Rhea put on a good match.
Jordan Grace, she needs to, I think, get used to the WWE style, but once she does, she'll adapt pretty well. And if she can show some character work, then I think she'll do well. It could be her and Rhea. I think that would be very interesting.
It could be.
Just 2 strong women.
It's watchable, and you never know. I mean, Liv Morgan does really well. She gets quite the pop.
I really don't want that to be the match again.
No. Oh. Or, I don't think you could put Alexa Bliss against Rhea either.
No, that wouldn't work.
Different style.
And Alexa's too likable right now. I mean, that just wouldn't. It's 2 faces I don't think you can put together.
Yep.
But I think Jordan Grace and Rhea would be able to do like a mutual respect kind of storyline kind of thing.
Be good. Something.
Yeah. I think so. But I don't know. There's a lot to play out in the next 3 months for sure. Yep. And I'm excited to see it. Mostly through Twitter clips because I don't actually watch the product.
Yeah, I watch things. I don't sit down and watch very rarely.
Bosco asked if both Penta's feet touched. Yeah, but ignore it. They definitely did, though. It was terrible camera work. It was really awful camera work on whoever was in charge.
The one touched, but the other one didn't.
No, they both touched for sure. Yeah, no, that was just bad camera work. Penta's still figuring it out. He was good in that match, and he was the Iron Man too. So.
Oh yeah, next year's Rumble is in Saudi Arabia.
Oh,
that is true.
That's right. Yeah.
Bad move. I wouldn't. That's just.
It's stupid.
That's a lot of money. I get it, but that
is going to be a nostalgia fest right there. Like we're going to have like Taker in that Rumble. We're going to have Goldberg in that Rumble. I'm going to kill myself. It's going to be great.
Because remember, the women can't wear the normal gear. It's just they're going to
be in trash bags.
It's a bad move.
It's so stupid.
And
I don't even blame Triple H because like this is still Vince's doing.
Yeah,
like Triple H just has to oblige to this, which sucks.
It's a huge contract that's signed from a certain point. So
yep, yeah, it's 10 years.
Yep,
and we're only on year like 4.
And I'm sure they promised I don't know about a Mania, but definitely probably a premium, and they went with.
They're gonna get a Mania in the next 5 years. I would bet the house. And it's not even bad because the crowds are good. Like I can't even say that they're bad. Crowds are pretty good. But the problem is they turn all of those shows into nostalgia fests, and that's what's the problem.
Because
I'm going to have to see that shambling corpse of Goldberg again. I hate that idiot. I hate him. I hate Goldberg so much.
I never know. They could wheel Hulk Hogan out.
I'd rather them. Okay, maybe they're both bad. One's racist and one just sucks. So I mean, pick your poison.
Yeah.
God, Hulk Hogan sucks too. I don't want to see any of them. How about none of them? How about like this Rumble was good because there were no dumb asshole old people in it.
Yeah,
I don't want to see them. Get out.
I think what Milky said. I don't think Milky they ever make the Rumble a 2-night event. It's never made that way.
It's already going to be weird that it's at like 3 p.m. or like 3 p.m. in the afternoon because of Saudi.
I think they'll always do Women's Rumble, 2 matches, men's rubble, and call it a night. I think that's the
And
mentality.
the format was great. They started at 7. It was over by 10:30. I loved it. It was great. Keep doing that.
Yep.
Because I got sleep to have. Like, I gotta be sleeping. I am old. I'm 31 years old now. I got to be sleeping, bro.
Well, on that note, guys, we're hitting 11, so I'm gonna let you take
to be sleeping.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you take us out. Again, guys, if you learn anything, don't send someone your collection without collateral. If you lost money from H1K, hopefully she comes back, makes it right with you. I wouldn't hold my breath. But I wish you guys well, and hopefully she's okay, and she just got backed up, and she scammed everyone, and I doubt she'll make it right, but whatever. It's a live and learn.
Hopefully she does come back and does all that, but yeah, like Luau said here, don't hold your breath. Probably bad. But you can send me your collection. I won't scam you. You can just send it to me. It's fine. But I also won't pay you. Bring them on. I probably can't sell them either because I can't even sell my own shit. So, yeah.
Selling Funkos ain't the easiest thing these days.
I know. It's tough. But I got some heat. So hopefully it gets less tough. Also, I've been selling Pokemon, so I'm going to start doing that a lot more too.
There you go.
Pokemon cards are coming to the Mercari.
Check out the Funko Fat Guys and Mercari, guys. Funko Grails, Pokemon.
Video games, everything. I got it all. I got all the goods because I'm a hoarder.
There you go.
I got nothing else to promote, so.
It's treasure. On that note, guys, make sure to follow Jake on social media, Instagram. You never know when you're going to get a food review. If you missed the Oreos, go check out the Post Malone Oreos. He says maybe the best Oreo ever.
It's high praise because I've had a lot of Oreos on this channel, and some have been good. So most have been good, but some have been the best, and maybe this is the one.
Could be the one. Check them out, guys. They're in stores. Go check them out. Check out the videos, unboxings, all that good stuff. I guess we'll end it with a Super Bowl pick. We'll give each one a Super Bowl pick and we'll end it that way. Yeah. I'll go first. You end it. This is what I'll say for Super Bowl, guys, if you're going to lay money on it. If you get the Jalen Hurts and the Saquon Barkley defense you got last week, I think I give them a great shot to win. However, I'm going to back the Chiefs because that son of a bitch is like Michael Jordan, and with the ball in his hand, it doesn't matter who he played, the Patrick Ewings, the Karl Malones, the Charles Barkleys, he beat them all, and this guy is like the Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant of football. I can't bet against him until somebody beats him. So I would, at 1.5, I got to go Chiefs. I just don't see Philly being able to do it.
Never.
And that defense guy, one of the best defensive minds in the business, 2 weeks to prepare for Saquon. I think you can limit him to 100 yards. That would be enough, I think, to win.
This Super Bowl is going to be akin to a few years ago when the Patriots played the Rams, and it was the worst Super Bowl I've ever seen in my entire life. I believe both of these defenses are very good. I believe both of them score under 20 points, and I believe you don't bet against the Kansas City Chiefs. Unfortunately, I have learned that you don't bet against those dumbasses on the Kansas City Chiefs. You just just pick the Chiefs every year. And if you just pick them in, they're going to win every single year. I've accepted that. They're not likable, but they're going to win. And I can't believe I'm saying this. I miss Tom Brady and I miss the Patriots. I miss that dynasty because, my God, at least they were fun to watch. This is a sad sack of shit team that is going to win another Super Bowl, and I'm so pissed, and they're going to do it again. I don't even care about the Chiefs. I don't even dislike the Chiefs. But God, are they Patrick Mahomes is such a whiny little bitch, and Travis Kelce and his stupid girlfriend. My God, they suck. Oh, Swifties come at me. I actually like Taylor Swift, but whatever. I had to throw that out there. I don't give a shit about their relationship, but I like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about cuteness, but whatever.
Yeah, her music's all right. That's whatever.
Yeah, I'm all right with it. So there you go, guys.
A CD in my car somewhere, probably. I don't know.
I would love to see Saquon do it, but don't think it's going to happen.
That's what I want. If I'm picking what I want Saquon Barkley to get a ring. What the other thing can be said about DeAndre Hopkins, I suppose, on the Chiefs as well. He does deserve one, but I would much rather see Saquon, after years of being beaten down on the Giants, get a ring and a Super Bowl. I want that. I want that a lot more. I don't give a shit about Jalen Hurts. I do like AJ Brown, but I don't know. Whatever. All of them are better than anyone on the Chiefs. Annoying. So annoying.
And on that note, guys,
my pick for next year is the Chiefs. And my pick for the year after that is also the Chiefs. Never picking anyone else ever again, because I'm not stupid. I just
sooner
don't.
or later he'll have to rebuild, but we'll see.
I'm jealous. Yeah, I am jealous. All right. Yeah, leave me alone. I am jealous of Travis and Taylor. You're right. I want friendship bracelets too.
I want a girlfriend that's worth God knows what, $1 billion?
$1 billion? Yeah. She's worth so much money. Good point. I do want that. Yeah, you're right.
Sign me up. You want a prenup? I got no problem.
You come on that dating show. When you and Travis break up, Taylor, you come on that dating show I'm going to start. And give me your millions. I mean, I will love you. That's what I mean. I don't need the millions.
On that note, guys, have a wonderful week. Enjoy the Super Bowl next weekend. I think I'll probably see you maybe end of February.
I'll probably be back at some point when I kick this guy's ass at another fantasy football championship, because I cannot be stopped. That's going to bite me in the ass, isn't it?
Somehow, some way, guys, if you can believe it. Anyway, on that note, be well all.
Bye, everybody.